Hey you guys, it's me Kianna once again coming at you today. This is going to be the video giving you instructions on how to fix homemade macaroni and cheese to die for. Okay, we've already had our noodles, that's a given. Um, what I do is I make sure I put some butter on my noodles. And I'm going to walk you guys through it because you probably can't see me actually fixing this. I have a little table that I use as well when I'm mixing things besides the table that the laptop is on. Okay. After the butter is worked through thoroughly, and I do this way as far as putting it all in a bowl and then fixing it. The reason why I do it this way is because a lot of people pour their mixture on top of their macaroni noodles, but at times underneath you may get some clumps where it's just noodles and nothing else, and you don't want that. You want everybody's piece to have a proportionate amount of cheese and cream and all that kind of stuff. So what I do is I mix it together in a big huge bowl first, and that's how I do a lot of my mixing. I use these bowls. This actually came from my wedding reception. These are the bowls that we used for our salad and our wedding reception. It's not, and I also use it as punch bowls. You've probably seen it when I did my Super Bowl meal. I use these as punch bowls too, but they're like beveled glass, and they're plastic, but they look like glass. So anyway, I use these as my big huge mixing bowls when I want to have plenty of space to add ingredients. Now with that being said, I mix it all together and then I place it into my baking dish. That way it's all, all meshed together properly. Now with this, I'm going to use sharp cheese as well as regular cheddar cheese, and I use it by the block. I have 3 blocks of cheese like this, and we're also using pet milk, and we're also using heavy cream. That's a thing that a lot of people don't use. Most people use just their pet milk, but we're using pet milk and heavy cream. Yes, it's fattening, but it's delicious, so try it. Anyway, we're going to salt and pepper our noodles. And we're going to also add our accent. I'm going to add my heavy cream, which is in this bowl. We're going to also use pet milk. And you're basically going to eyeball everything because you all know I'm old school. I don't use measuring cups. But before you pour all of the pet milk in, definitely pour the heavy cream in, a good amount of that. But before you pour all the pet milk in, you're just going to stir it all up just so you can see the consistency. Right now, it's not soupy, but you want it a little bit soupy because it's going to soak up all of that milk once it's in the oven baking with the cheese. But you don't want it soupy like sorrel soupy, okay? I'm trying to give y'all like basically ideas of how what you should be looking for when you're fixing this dish. So this is how it is now. Which is great for right now. Now you'll see once we add the cheese, it's going to soak up a little bit. And then we're going to add a little teeny bit more of our milk. Okay. I'm going to tilt the camera down a little bit for y'all. We're just cutting it in long strands, long strips like this. And then we're just going to dice it. Each piece you could probably do Just cut it 3 times. Should come out like that. Then throw that in your bowl. Now, I've also, while I'm doing this, I can tell you what else I've done. With the sauerkraut, ladies, what I use is, I don't use canned sauerkraut, but I use the kind that's in like the meat department. Usually it's in like the meat area where you see ground beef and steak and stuff, or in the hot dog area. I use fresh sauerkraut, and the reason why is because, first of all, it still has a little bite to it as far as crunchiness. It's full of flavor. It just tastes fresher to me, and you get almost basically the same amount for the same price as you do for the can. So why not, if it's fresher and you're paying the same amount, just go get it's usually in a bag, a pouch. Okay? Sauerkraut is not a dish that you have to fix a whole pile of like you do greens, because everybody don't eat sauerkraut, and that's just how it is. As for me, I do. My husband really don't. Nene does, but not a lot. And Pootie, this will be probably his first time having it, so he probably won't like it either. So I just didn't fix a whole pile there. I used one medium-sized pouch, and that should be enough. They have it in a size bigger than that, so for holidays you probably want to have that size, but you probably don't need no 3-4 pouches of this at all. Okay? What I've done also with the sauerkraut is I've reserved one of those smoked neck bones. I reserved that, place that on the side, and after it was done, of course, after it was cooked, because I placed my neck bones in the pot with some seasonings before I put the greens in. So once those neck bones was basically done, I took one of them out and put it aside for my sauerkraut. So when I show you guys, you're going to see the neck bone, and it's flaking, the meat is flaking off, and that's the consistency you want. You want the meat to be so tender that it's literally falling off the bone. Now we're almost finished already doing the slicing for the macaroni and cheese, the slicing of the cheese. We've already added our milk, pet milk, and our heavy cream. It's not the hardest thing to do at all. We've already added our butter. It's just a combination of basically what to put in, how much to put in, because a lot of people don't fix it cheesy enough, and then a lot of people don't fix it creamy enough. So to make sure that you cover all those bases, fix it like this. And that's it, ladies. Gonna mix this all together. As I told you before, you're probably gonna have to add a little bit more pet milk, because the cheese is gonna soak it up even when it's not cooking, and then once it's cooking, it's gonna soak it up even more. So you don't want it soupy to the point where it's like soup, but you definitely want it to be moist to the point where you can see some of the milk as on the side as you're pouring it into the container. Okay. This is the sauerkraut and smoked neck bones, and I'm just going to hold this up for you so you can see the meat should be coming off like that. It should be literally so tender that it can be pulled apart like this. Okay? So that's going to be throughout sauerkraut. With your sauerkraut, you want to definitely have, because it is sour, you want to just add a little teeny bit of sugar in it. You don't want it sweet, but it's a good way to balance it out. And what I do is I make sure so nobody gets just the whole chunk of smoked neck bone. I just dice some throughout the dish. Dice some of the meat. And then you also can simmer this again. Your sauerkraut should look like this. I'll show you guys in a second. Your sauerkraut should be like that. Okay? And it's much firmer, as you can see. It's much firmer than the can. Okay? You're going to make sure that you put that on low, just in a little sauteed pot. And these are our apples, for our fried apples. What you're going to do is put this in a pan with some butter. I add just a little teeny bit of cream, and also some brown sugar and cinnamon. Those are going to be your grandma's fried apples. And that's about it. We're at 10 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm just going to mix all of my macaroni and cheese together with the milk. Wait a minute, Pody. And then you should have, 1 second, Pody. Then you should have something like this. Okay? As you can see, it's soaked up some of the juice already. The milk. As you can see, because it was like literally falling off the knife. Falling off the spoon. So you just add a little bit more pet milk. Pour this mixture into your pan or your casserole dish. And then sprinkle some shredded cheese on top. And then that's it. Put that in the oven. Aluminum foil over top. And then you'll have nice, creamy, good, down home mac and cheese. So, thank you all for viewing. Thank you all for watching and pressing that like button, leaving me comments. That's about it. So the next video is, because I've already tackled the sauerkraut and the macaroni and cheese on this video. The greens are literally done, but I have it on very low just because I like them really, really tender. Collard greens have a tendency to be a little tough. I use collard greens and turnip greens as well. But I just make sure that they're nice and tender. Just put them on low. It's not going to kill it. It's not going to hurt it. So that's done. The turkey and the stuffing is in the oven. The sauerkraut and macaroni and cheese will be next in the oven. The sauerkraut I'm going to put in a pot and just let that go just for a few minutes, on low heat. The macaroni and cheese will be in the oven with the turkey and the stuffing. And then we'll fry these apples. So that'll be the next video. So that's going to be a little while from now because I'm not going to fix the fried apples. Just going to take me a break because I've been doing this nonstop since like 6:50 something. So I'm going to take a little breather. It's like 11:30 in the afternoon. Basically everything is a go. Everything is done. It's not done, but it's literally cooking where I don't have to stand over top of it. So thank you all for viewing. Y'all have a great Sunday. And be talking to y'all in a minute. Oh, on the other videos as well that I broke it down where I showed you how to make the homemade stuffing, how to season the turkey. I broke the videos down in increments so you guys can see that. On those videos, I didn't have a chance to because I was trying to cook and stuff. I will be putting it in the description box, all the ingredients, all the ingredients you have to use to make that or to accomplish that dish. So it's not in there now, but I will put that in there because a lot of you guys have already requested it. So I thank you all. Love you guys so much. Be blessed.